All rise for the Honorable Tim G. Jacob as he presides here on the realest, most entertaining sports show in the game. Put it on something.
Now, I would love for you if you just do me one favor.
Okay.
Tell them again the last line that you said in that intro, please.
That we are the realest, most entertaining sports show in the game. Put it on something.
And let me tell you why I had you do that. Because, see, I want you to know. And you know a lot of times we've done a lot of work on here.
Mhm.
There's a lot of stuff that comes out of Tim G mouth that is
Right.
pure, unadulterated. Ain't been vetted by nobody. I don't care what nobody got to say. I don't care what others think. I got 49ers constituents all in my phone. We talk all the time, Niners, right?
Mhm.
Let me tell you something. They but two teams I'm gonna talk about in this preview because I'm very disrespectful to the other two. I don't care nothing about nothing LA doing and nothing Arizona doing because, in the words of Bubba Dub, was it Bubba Dub?
I don't know where you going.
Trash.
Oh yeah.
All right. So I ain't even gonna waste my time entertaining them other two teams. They gonna be down there at the bottom somewhere. But one team in my division I need to worry about, and that's the Seattle Seahawks. That's the Seattle Seahawks. And let me tell you why.
Okay.
I am worried about the Seattle Seahawks because see, it ain't got nothing to do with the fact that it's Seattle per se and the talent that they have. It ain't. Because we can handle that. My boys can handle that.
Mm-hmm.
See, I ain't got to tell you who my boys are. You know what it is. Contest clue. So the problem is in the house.
Okay.
That's the problem right now with my Niners.
Okay.
It's inside the house. See, there's a lot of folks out there that want to kick up dirt about the quarterback situation.
Mm-hmm.
And rightfully so. You know why?
Why is that?
Because we did not fully communicate as from the upper management to the coaching staff. They didn't sit down in a room and go, you know what? Kyle, tell me if this is a guy you can work with. Because I would like to roll back time a little bit. There was a
Okay.
time in which Kyle Shanahan was the Washington Commanders or whoever they are, the Fighting Magic Johnsons, whatever you want to call them. They had Kyle Shanahan on the staff.
They did.
He had two quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
One by the name of Robert Griffin III, the other one by the name of Kirk Cousins.
He did.
And I said this rightfully so in a thread today with some guys that I play fantasy football with, and they go on and one dude talking about bashing Lance and he owned Lance head and talking about Lance is trash and all this stuff and yada 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 and maybe we can shine Lance up enough to get rid of him and all this stuff, but it goes right down to this. It's on Kyle Shanahan. Because if you remember the Washington Redskins at that time, RG3 had one good year running a style that Kyle Shanahan did not want to run, but he had to run it because he knew the dynamic skills of RG3 as a runner and as legs in the pocket, outside the pocket. Got that young man rookie of the year, turned him into a pocket passer, per se, wouldn't let him do the things he needed to do with his feet. Albeit, now I'll be honest, some of that is to Robert Griffin III's demise because he said he wanted to be a pocket passer. He didn't want to be known as a dual threat guy. Idiot. God gave you legs to run fast. Why not run fast?
Mm-hmm.
But that's neither here nor there. So then all of a sudden you look up and Robert Griffin III is trash now. Career just goes and takes a downturn. And then Kirk Cousins comes in and it just looks like Washington protecting a lot better for old Kirk.
Mm-hmm.
Look like everything's flowing real good with old Kirk. Had some good years with old Kirk. You like that. You like that.
That's what he said.
Old Kirk.
Oh, yeah.
And then Kirk went and got old guaranteed bag out there in Minnesota.
He got that.
Ooh, okay. Let's talk about them Falcons. Y'all remember Matt Ryan? I know he was just like a guy that, he was a guy at one time and now he's not a guy. But let's just talk about the guy that became an MVP and they just couldn't close the deal somehow in the Super Bowl because Kyle Shanahan was what? The offense coordinator?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then, he gets a head coaching job, and then we all know what happened with the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
Fumbled that bag.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't call timeouts in the first half, saving clock and getting us in a good position. Because I think even John Lynch was standing up there in the box during the Super Bowl telling Kyle, he didn't have a headset, hey, man, call timeout. It's just little stuff like that. So let's just call it what it is. He can't coach dual threat QBs. He's not built like that. So trying to make Trey Lance something that he's not, or Kyle trying to make him a star, Kyle can't do it. Kyle ain't got the skills. That's why Brock Purdy's thriving in this offense.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Jimmy G has thrived in this offense, because these boys ain't got to use their legs. They're just slinging around the yard and get it where it's supposed to go. If you're accurate, you can survive.
Hey, Jimmy also has great decision making too.
Let's move on.
I've mentioned that before.
I know.
Shout out to Jimmy G.
It's neither here nor there. He'll be coked out in somewhere in the Bunny Ranch in Vegas here for long. So just give him time. Give him time. Start your watch.
He probably is gonna frequent that Bunny Ranch. Yeah,
I'm just saying. Might have a room named after him. I'm just saying though. Right now, the NFC West is strictly down to two teams, and I'm gonna tell you right now that I don't like anything going on with my Niners right now. Nothing. We're gonna find out real quick, week 1, who we are. We're gonna find out week 1 who we are. On the road at Pittsburgh, week 1. The Fighting Dylan Smiths. And look, I'm gonna tell you something. He better pick up the phone if they beat me. He better pick that phone up. I hope you watching, young man. You better pick that phone up. If y'all knock us off week 1, answer your phone. Because I'm not gonna stop calling. I don't care if you're in class. I don't care if you're at work. I don't care where you at. Pick up the phone. He know. But that's week 1.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then we get the Giants week 3. Then we at home against Dallas. And they want us. They want us bad now. They want that smoke bad. I already got a bottle on stash. Got to bet one more time. I just received that bottle just yesterday. Mm-hmm. I got that bottle. Shout out to the homie Dion. Appreciate you. Uncle Near's Black Label. You my dog. But then check out our schedule now. Week 6, 7, 8, and 9. On the road at Cleveland. On the road at Minnesota. Fly back to California to play the Bengals. Fly all the way to the East Coast to play the Jacksonville Jaguars. Mm-hmm. That's the 4-game stretch I'm worried about right there. That makes or breaks the season. If we don't start out on gas early, we in trouble middle of this season. And then how healthy we cannot be at times, obviously. Mm-hmm. Kittle gets banged up. Debo gets banged up. McCaffrey gets banged up. All these boys got nicked up histories. So everybody out here in Niner Land, I hope y'all ain't sitting here thinking this is sweet. Mm-hmm. This ain't sweet. And then you got to couple that with, if I'm not mistaken, we get the Seahawks at Seattle. Got to go back out to Philly to play the Eagles, then come back home and play Seattle the next week. Mm-hmm. Think about what the NFL is doing to us right now. I think they're tired of us not finishing the job, per se. We can't get it done. This division right now is ripe for the picking for Seattle. And here, I'll put it on something. Seattle's going to win this division. We're a wild card. Seattle going to win this division. Let me tell you why Seattle going to win this division. Because it's stable. There's stability. Mm-hmm. There's not we know who their quarterback is. They're deep at running back. They've got great skill players. They got great skill guys. Shout out to Banky on that line. All right. The defense ain't no slouch. And we just do not have the good graces of health in our pocket. So you think I'm going to sit here and act like it's sweet, we're gonna lose this division by 1 game. That's a real Niners fan.
You are upsetting, yeah, and he's a real Niner. He's a real
I want
Niner
to piss
now.
everybody off.
But you pissing off Niner Nation right now.
Mad right
bang,
now.
Bang, Niner gang is hot.
Tell me to burn my hat. Tell me to burn this shirt. I got a shirt on up underneath here.
Right.
You see it. Tell them. Tell me to burn it all up. But do you think I'm going to sit here and act like it's just sweet, the situation we got going on? We don't even know what our quarterback going to be. Is it Brock Purdy? We think so.
Is this gamesmanship? Or y'all really got questions in camp like right now?
Let me tell you something. We've watched Kyle Shanahan portray gamesmanship. He's not that good at it.
Okay.
Kyle's on the hot seat. If I'm John Lynch right now, I'm putting Kyle Shanahan on notice today. Hey, man, you need to get this done. Because Seattle is peeking through the peephole. They looking through the peephole right now.
Okay, what define get this done?
They need to get to the Super Bowl and win it. And the only way we will get there is that the defense has to stay healthy. That's our best out. We've got to have the greatest bill of health this year. And I just don't see it. Nothing says to me we gonna be good for 18 weeks. But I look at Seattle and I go, well, I be dang, look at them. They got a hell of a secondary. Pretty good secondary. Getting better up front. Really good talent at skill receiver. And they got another year under their belt. We're going to lose this division by 1 game. We're going to trick something off somewhere that we ain't supposed to, and we did. I mean, now granted, we may split with them. We may split with Seattle. I expect to see them split with Seattle. But there's some other games on here, and the way we got to travel, the way we got to go from East Coast to West Coast, do you think that team is the kind of team that can just fly out to Jacksonville and then come right back and just dog walk the Buccaneers, or okay, fly to Seattle, go to Seattle, then fly to Philly, play a physical game with Philly, a game with a lot of emotion, and then think we're going to turn around and come back home and play the same Seattle team, win or lose that. Do you see what I'm saying? This ain't finna be sweet. This ain't finna be sugar cookies and lemonade, people. This just ain't. I don't understand what, now the fans out here talking about, no, I'm going to keep it a buck. Now, one thing
a lot of people high on y'all. There's a lot. I mean,
I don't know what they high about. I don't know what they high about.
All right, this is what I'm hearing. Okay,
methamphetamine. What we talking about? We talking about dope?
Okay,
drugs?
A lot of folks are saying that the NFC is weak. Now that you got no Brady in it, you got no Rodgers in it. This, these people that I'm speaking of, that I'm hearing in big sports media, they are quarterback levels. Okay, so they think the quarterback is everything. So they saying all the quarterbacks are in the AFC, so NFC wide open. I even saw. Now I did not corroborate this. I saw one publication call themselves quoting Shannon Sharp, and they claim Shannon Sharp got Justin Fields as the top quarterback in the entire NFC. So I'm just mentioning that to say a lot of people are saying in an NFC that seems to be wide open, the commonality or the thing that you can bank on is y'all. Other than the quarterback. The wild card is your quarterback situation. But everything else people love about you. Your run game, your defense, they love it.
We supposed to. But there ain't nothing right now in that house that makes me feel good about that house. Let's just be honest now. We just lost to DC, to Houston. We lost our passing game coordinator. We've lost so much out of our wheelhouse and the staff and everything. Okay. Yes. We don't have Nick Bosa in camp. We ain't settled up money with him. Okay. Does that linger? Yes, we do have Fred Warner. Yes, we got Hargrave, Armstead. We got them. We got guys. I got it. But if you don't know who you're going into week one with, and then you're going on the road week one, are you ready to be physical? Are you ready to go in there to a team like Pittsburgh who's hungry? And you just think you just finna just walk in there and just make this happen with a team like Pittsburgh who is trying to prove to people that, hey, we up. Week one's going to tell the tale. Week one is going to tell the tale of how this is going to go. We're either going to become the bully or we're going to get bullied.
Okay, can I pull your coat then on somebody else in the division? LA just won the Super Bowl year 4 last, T. Do you think that was just a true one and done, that like they've completely fallen off?
The Miami Marlins back in the day, the Florida Marlins won a championship in baseball, and then they just sold the whole team.
But T, okay, this team supposedly, you got a boy genius. What they tell me, this ain't me talking. They telling me your guy Kyle Shanahan is a boy genius, but they telling me that their head coach, LA's head coach, who, if I'm not mistaken, is fucking younger than me and you, is a boy genius. Okay, you still got Stafford there. You still got they were telling me motherfuckers compare. I know they were comparing Michael Parsons to Lawrence Taylor, but many folks were saying that Aaron Donald might be the GOAT defender as well, doing that Super Bowl run. Like, they still got some core guys. So you saying they still trash? Like, that was just a flash moment.
The LA Rams are like an old country road. Ain't no line.
Could they take a game off of y'all or Seattle?
No.
Ooh, so you think y'all and Seattle both sweep the Rams?
If we don't, Kyle Shanahan needs to be fired the next week. See, it's one thing about the NFL that I tend to kind of look at.
Man, they play it.
And that is for real, that's stability. And then when I look at Seattle right now, I see stability.
Okay.
I think Geno's in a good place. The running game was very good last year, in my opinion. You bring in Jackson Smith and Jigba. You still got DK. You still got Tyler Lockett. Defensively, they've got very good guys up front. They've got a very good secondary. They went and brought in Devon Witherspoon in that corner slot. They've got guys. And however Pete Carroll does it, he tends to get the most out of his guys every year. He just does. And I think Pete's just got a much more stable situation than my Niners. I think the boys are hearing the noise. I think there is some fatigue in terms of just going deep in the postseason, having to drum it back up and get it done again. We're going to have the greatest bill of health to win this division. And I just can't sit here and say, everybody took Noni juice and everybody going to be straight. I just can't do that.
See, the only thing y'all don't have stability in is the quarterback.
Is that not necessary?
Yeah, very necessary. But it's like y'all caused this. Okay? Y'all caused this. Y'all spend a lot of what they call draft capital. Who was the first motherfucker to say draft capital? Was it what's your boy?
Probably Ty McShay or some Kuiper or something. Ain't no telling.
What's the black dude though? The
really?
former,
Lewis?
I think it might have been
Lewis. I folks with Lewis.
But y'all spent that draft capital to go get that boy. Okay, the young boy, Trey Lance.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
But then he hurt. Purdy, he won games. The team, fuck that. I'm done. Look at me. They got me saying it. The team won games with him at QB. You know, people like to say he won games. Like he just, was out there playing offense, defense, special. Okay, the team won with him at QB. But then, was it Shanahan that they telling me? Said, y'all just brought in somebody else.
No.
Did he? I'm really asking you this.
Okay.
did your head coach say that man could turn out to be Steve Young?
It's Kyle Shanahan, so yeah, he probably said that.
Okay,
He
that
probably said that. I haven't seen that, but yeah, he probably said that.
somebody said that. Somebody said that man might end up being like Steve Young or something like that. So that makes it seem like you got a hell of a quarterback situation here. And somebody just need to make a decision. Higher ups need to sit down over this. Maybe you need to bring them in, T. They don't know shit about no Uncle Nearest, okay? They don't know nothing about no Uncle Nearest. You need to bring them on down to Mississippi, okay? And sat them down, okay? And put some of that good brown in their life. And tell them, look here, fella, let's get this shit together now. All right, well, this is the most important position in the organization, and we need to goddamn go ahead and figure this shit out right now. Okay?
Let me throw something out here.
Okay.
If you won't mind. Now, I was not a fan of going up to get this boy, going up to get Trey Lane.
Okay.
I said, and I'm gonna stand by it, that we should have took Mac Jones at that slot.
You did say that. I recall that vividly.
And I said that simply because if you watch what he threw, who he threw to in Alabama, it's going to be the same exact fit in San Fran. Mm-hmm. He can get to throw it around the yard. He got great protection. He got time, and he's accurate. So that's all you need.
So you think in New England right now, Bill just hasn't put the guys around him for him to flourish? Mm-hmm. That if he had better things around him, he could flourish.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all got all of those things. You just need a guy.
But it's the style. It's like
who's gonna be there and be, because Purdy even got hurt. Like the only reason we know who the fuck he is because other motherfuckers were getting hurt. But then now we gotta wonder, is he a durable cat?
We could have stuck right where we was at, sat and got Mac, took a chance on that for 3 or 4 years with his background with Alabama and his ability to play with talent. He did well.
Now, did he get hurt though? Because then he had a motherfucker come in last year. Came in.
Yeah, Bailey Zappi came in, throwing it down the yard and everything. But my thing is though, what you're asking Mac Jones to do is simple. Intermediate game. He's no different than Jimmy G. That's why I said just go get Mac. Don't move up. Don't go up to get this boy. Just stay where you at. Get Mac Jones and whoever, Justin Field, whoever there. Just take that. Move on. The dope gonna sell itself. All right. It's good. It's good. Just stay where you at. You ain't got to go door to door. Just sit right there and they coming. That's all I'm saying. But no, nobody want to listen to me. All the homies, they don't want to listen to me. Clay, Stowe, I'm call them out. Just stay where you at, and we good. No, can't do that. Yes, I'm telling you right here today, Seattle gonna win this division. I was fighting with this. Again, I'm telling you, I ain't got no notes. I just got games that are very important on this sheet of paper. And I'm just gonna be here to tell you, we're not running the West this year. We're gonna lose the West by 1 game. Now, I would love for people to just come back and say to me, Tim G, you wrong, because I don't mind being wrong. I've been wrong all my life. I'm good with that. So, miss me with that. I like what Seattle got going on. I like what they have front to back. The stability at coaching. They showed me something, and if they can continue what they did last year, they're going to compete with teams, and they're going to be a problem in the NFC. Mm-hmm. Straight like that. You heard it here first. And this is as real as it gets.
Well, that's big. So
we don't have to talk about Kyle in there.
You're not one of these. No, I wasn't finna bring them up. I went because they got. I know they got a lot of shit going on right over there. Okay, I know they got a lot of shit going on. I was about to say. So you not one of these people that think last year was a fluke at the QB position for Seattle. That came wasn't just on some. I don't know. Some folk acting like it was just positive vibes, it was just some good vibes and shit between him and the team over there. And that end up having a season like that. Folks still question if he's like that.
I'm not, and I'm gonna tell you why I'm not, because simply it's all about the headspace of where your people are at, where your talent, your number one, your captain, your head guy, the guy that's gonna be the facilitator, the brains on the field. Geno's in a good place. Is Geno Smith gonna be the first guy to go off the board in a fantasy league? No.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? A lot of
But-
people still don't view Geno
But
like that.
could Geno Smith in a 2-quarterback league win somebody a ring?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. I'm just saying. It's time out to be sitting here acting like these boys are just the crown jewels. And let's just really start asking questions.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start asking real questions about Kyle Shanahan, the pressures that are on him to deliver a title with all this talent. Because that's all they've been telling me for the last 3 years. With all this talent, you're supposed to win.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's just like if you save all kinds of money, you're supposed to be able to retire early or be rich or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
We are a team that bought a Lamborghini and didn't know how to drive it. We brought in a Honda and it was dependable enough to get us by. But we really just we want this luxury. We want a Benz, but we don't want to pay for the service, the upkeep.
But did y'all not know how to drive it with Trey Lance, or did he just get hurt? Was he just, he won? You try to hit it too hard, and you know how things go wrong on one of these fancy cars.
You got a guy that has not played meaningful ball for a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
You bring him in. He has very limited tape.
Okay.
He has not played in huge games
Right.
on the D1 level. He's talented. It looks great on paper
Mm-hmm.
against FCS schools.
Mm-hmm.
So what wows you on that tape that you couldn't just sit back and go, you know what, we're going to wait on Justin Field. We'll move up to get Justin.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever the case may be. We could have sat still. We could have just sat still, but we didn't. And we're going to find out real quick because, everybody talking about, okay, what's the Eagles? Okay, the Eagles are there. The Eagles have enough talent and enough stability that they should dominate the NFC. Everybody else is fair game. Everybody else. And I just ran down for you what I don't like. Shout out to Chief Keef. And I'm telling you right now, I don't like nothing about this schedule. Zero. We got situations and problems to deal with. We better get to church. Because we going to catch this L.
Well, real ones.
Ain't wrapped up.
Yeah, y'all heard it. Okay. A scathing verdict from the Honorable one, Tim G. Jacob. He has Seattle winning the division, got the Niners at 2.
I won game.
At 3,
Whoever. Just toss it up. Whoever.
And the Rams and the Cardinals finishing things off.
Wherever you want to put them.
Well, what say you? All right, put it on something.
I ain't gonna waste these people time with that.
That's just silly.
Please subscribe to my daddy's YouTube channel because the more subscribers he gets, the more attractive he looks to sponsors. The more attractive he looks to sponsors, the more money he can make. And the more money he can make, the more money he can spend on me.